Good afternoon, everyone. Happy Tuesday. I'm MGTV5 First Alert Meteorologist Isaiah Santiago, and happy Tuesday to you. It is Tuesday, July 21st, 2026, and my goodness, we're almost done with July, and we're heading into August, which is coming up very soon, which is in a couple weeks away right now. But before I get started on the video this afternoon, I want to remind you that I have a total of 68 subscribers on my YouTube channel. For those of you who subscribe to the channel throughout the year, thank you all so very much for doing that, for making my channel grow, and I appreciate you guys so much for doing that as well. I also want to say thank you to each and every single one of you who did comment on my channel yesterday, and I appreciate it. If you have any questions or concerns for me again today, please let me know. I'll be more than happy to help you out. And of course, I will continue to track Tropical Storm Bartha every step of the way for you. By the way, I posted that on my YouTube channel if you guys didn't see that already. Make sure you go ahead and check that out. And let me know if you have any questions or concerns for me. Please let me know as soon as possible. But anyway, I'm so glad that you're here, and God bless you all for doing so. I want to say hello to a bunch of people this afternoon, and let's go for it. I want to say hello to Deanna, my good friend Jayla, Miss Garcia, Anna Joey, Marbella. I want to say hello to Ivana, Larry. Want to say hi to Mr. Bethel, Miss Brown, Coach Jackson. Want to say hello to Mr. Solano. Want to say hello to Miss Elsie, my good friends from Hope South Christian Academy. Want to say hello to my wonderful parents, my mom and dad. Want to say hello to my siblings, Eddie Jr., Malachi, and Sarai. My two dogs, Odie and Scrappy. Want to say hello to Uncle Janito in Pennsylvania and my grandma in Pennsylvania. I want to say hello to Diofredo and his daughter in Thomasville, North Carolina. I want to say hello to Helen and Camellia. I also want to say hello to Coach Toro's daughter, Brianna. I also want to say hello to my good friends, Miss Jane, along with Miss um, Garcia, the other one from the other school as well. I also want to say hello to Alyssa, want to say hello to Joshua, Jean Carlos, and I also want to say hello to Miley, Miss Torres, Mr. Perez, Coach Perez, and Coach Keeley. Thank you all so much for being here this afternoon, and I appreciate it so much. Anyway, let's get started on today's video this afternoon, shall we? While you're at it, grab a piece of paper, grab a pen or a pencil, or write something so you guys can follow along with me. So, are you ready to hear what we got? All right, here we go. The 2026 Atlantic hurricane season named storms are for this year. And let me just say that we're starting off strong. So, anyway, here is the 2026 Atlantic hurricane season named storm list: Arthur, Bartha, Cristobal, Dolly, Edward, Faye, Gonzalo, Hannah, Isaias, Josephine, Kyle, Leah, Marco, Nana, Omar, Paulette, Renee, Sally, Teddy, Vicky, and Wilfred. Say goodbye to Arthur and Bartha because those two are out of here. The next named storm is Cristobal after this. So we won't get the C name until anytime soon, probably in August or September. All right, guys, with that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at what you need to know for this week. Here are the tips this week for you guys. Remember, the burn time is 15 to 20 minutes. Stay cool and stay hydrated. Always do that. Find shade as soon as possible. Apply appropriate clothing, pants, and shorts. Take frequent breaks throughout the day. Do not stay outside for too long. Call 911 immediately if you have a heat stroke, if a heat stroke occurs, call 911 immediately. Don't just stand there. Call 911 so they can check you out so you don't pass out. Check on your neighbors nearby. Make sure they're okay. Find a fan or air conditioning as possible. Apply hats, sunscreen, and sunglasses so you can protect yourself from the sun. Don't overexert yourself. Always take frequent breaks in the shade and drink plenty of fluids throughout the day. And the last thing you need to know is if you hear thunder, remember, go inside immediately. Do not stand in the thunderstorm because it can strike you and it can cause death in the United States. So please be mindful. If you hear thunder, go inside immediately and do not let the plans ruin your day. Always do indoor activity with your friends and family. That's all I can tell you as the MGTV5 meteorologist for myself. All right. The dew points in Miami Gardens, Florida, the next 7 days. Tomorrow, a little bit better, 74. Thursday, 76. Friday through Monday next week, a dew point 75. And Tuesday, it's going to be really muggy again, a dew point of 76. So, yes, it's going to feel really humid out there. Here are the weather headlines this week. Staying very hot and humid. Heat index above 105. Sahara dust sticks around tomorrow through Friday. Better rain chances Friday, especially the weekend forecast. And we also have the potential of severe weather. I'll talk to you guys about that coming up in just a moment. Rain chances are coming down early next week, but those rain chances are still pretty high because of some tropical waves coming through. So our rain chances are going to be high, especially Sunday and going into next week as well, with the potential for some strong severe storms as well, producing gusty winds and probably some small hail. So please be weather aware for that. Stay weather aware. And by the way, if you have any plans, best to do it early rather than later. So please keep that in mind. Your forecast tonight, mostly clear and breezy. 20% chance of showers. An overnight low dropping down to 76 degrees. Winds are coming from the south southwest at 15 miles per hour. So a little light breeze is possible. And then your forecast tomorrow. Few inland storms. Winds out of the north northeast at 18 miles per hour. Take it easy outside. Don't overexert yourself and stay hydrated. 96 degrees tomorrow afternoon. So stay hydrated and take frequent breaks throughout the day. Just a 30% chance of showers and storms, mainly inland. The strong storms will be across Okeechobee, Belgrade, Indiantown, Clewiston, and Fort Drum, including Sebring. So that's where they have a better chance for showers and storms tomorrow afternoon. Boating forecast tomorrow. A better boating day tomorrow. Seas 2 to 4 feet. Inland waters. A light chop. High tide is at 9:31 in the morning. Low tide at 4:03 in the afternoon. Beach forecast tomorrow. A better beach day. Moderate rip current risk out there. Surf 1 to 3 feet. Lightning very low in the afternoon. And water temperatures right around 85 degrees. So nice and warm if you want to go into the pool and enjoy your time over there. Let's go ahead before I show you the 7 day forecast. Let's talk about the heat index the next 7 days. Tomorrow we're topping out at 108, which is the hottest. Thursday 106, Friday 105, Saturday 104, Sunday 102, Monday a little bit better 101, and then early next week Tuesday 103. Out of the door forecast tomorrow in Miami Gardens, Florida. If you're planning your day, going to the pool, the swimming pool, going grocery shopping, or whatever it is you're doing, get out there and enjoy it. Except for an isolated thunderstorm popping up maybe around 4 o'clock in the afternoon tomorrow. So the storms will arrive late in the day tomorrow. So please stay weather aware. It's just only a 30% chance, so don't worry about it. 5 a.m. tomorrow. If you're heading out early, 10% chance, partly cloudy, 78 degrees. Mostly clear at 6 a.m., 20%, 77 degrees. 7 a.m., 20%, mostly sunny, 78. A mix of sun and clouds at 8 a.m., 20%, temperature of 81. 9 a.m., 84. A mix of sun and clouds, 20%. A mix of sun and clouds at 10 a.m., 10%, 87 degrees. 11 a.m., still a mix of sun and clouds, 10% chance, a temperature of 90 degrees. It's still toasty around lunchtime, 90 degrees with a mix of sun and clouds, only 20%. 1 p.m., mostly sunny skies, 10% chance, a temperature of 93. And then at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, later in the day, mostly sunny skies, 10% chance of showers, and the temperature will be 94 degrees. So, yeah, it's going to be really hot and humid. So, remember to stay hydrated. The severe storm risk for Saturday through Monday early next week. So, we're talking about the 25th of July, which is happening this Saturday, all the way through July 27, 2026 on Monday early next week. The Storm Prediction Center already placed us under a marginal risk of severe weather, a level 1 out of 5, which is the lowest from the Storm Prediction Center. But it means that we could deal with a few thunderstorms that could turn strong to severe. The Storm Prediction Center placed South Florida, including Orlando, under a marginal risk for isolated severe storms possible in dark green, which is a level 1 out of 5. So it's not bad, but it still means that we could run into the potential for one or two storms to become strong to even severe, perhaps. We need to watch out for the potential of frequent lightning, flooding, heavy rain, damaging wind gusts of 40 to 60 miles per hour. And hail is also possible and a low tornado risk, which means that there is a very low, tiny, small chance for an isolated weak spin up tornado. So keep an eye out to the sky this weekend and going into early next week as well. Here is your First Alert 7-day forecast, the MGTV5 First Alert 7-day extended forecast, sponsored by Allstate, the most accurate here in South Florida. Tomorrow for Wednesday, 96 degrees, few inland storms, 30% chance of showers and storms. Hazy skies continue. 95 on Thursday, another hot one for you. Hazy, 30% chance of some inland storms. Friday, the hazy skies are still around, but that's still not going to press those rain chances because we're dealing with a tropical wave coming on Friday. So that's going to give us a 50% chance of afternoon to evening showers and storms. It's going to be hot with afternoon and evening storms. 94 for you on the day on Friday. Saturday, hotter, PM thunderstorms, 95 degrees, a 60% chance of showers and storms. And once again, some of the storms could be strong to severe. Sunday, 80% chance of showers and storms, hot PM storms, 93 degrees. And once again, some of the storms could be strong to severe. Monday, 92 degrees with a 60% chance of afternoon storms once again. And some of the storms could be strong to severe once again. And then early next week on Tuesday, 60% chance of showers and storms with a 60% chance of scattered thunderstorms, with some of the storms could still be pretty heavy with a high temperature of 91 degrees and morning lows in the mid to upper 70s.